Brown's Mill, off of Brown's Mill Road, was first built on this site in 1870. The city purchased the site in 1981. By 1991, the mill collapsed and was removed. The city is now part of the process to remove the dam. It will take place the summer of 2014.
Well, about 18 months ago, I wrote a grant to the Tennessee Healthy Watershed Initiative to get some money for removing this dam. And we decided to remove this dam because it was on city property. It's the East Fork of the Stones River is a high priority stream for us because of the species that live here. And we thought that it would improve canoeing, paddling safety, so that recreational safety was a part of it.
Well, we were approached by TWRA to conduct a cooperative project for the Browns Mill dam removal. It had some attractiveness to city staff, would help reduce some hazards for the city and for boaters and recreation. It also helped us reduce some stream bank stabilization issues. The good news, I think, is that this project's being done at no direct cost to the city. We saw it as a win-win-win, a win for TWRA and their goal to improve water quality and to improve the fishery. We saw it as a win for the City of Murfreesboro because of its benefits. And we also saw it as a win for the residents and water recreation enthusiasts as it'll improve the conditions through there.
What the project involves is removing the remnants of the former Browns Mill Dam, and actually plan to do the construction during the summer of 2014 during low flow periods. Today the river is flowing at 330 cubic feet per second, and we hope to do the removal when it is 15 to 20 cubic feet per second. The dam was originally approximately 4 feet high. It was constructed initially in 1870 as a log crib structure, and that would mean it was constructed of wood. And as it would blow out during periods of high flow, the Browns, who ran the mill here, would rebuild it. The purpose of the dam was to have a mill pond to provide hydraulic force to power their mill, which was standing above these columns behind us. And in 1942, I believe it was, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers came in and clad that structure with concrete.
Well, in 1981, we purchased the property. It was an 8-acre parcel. We had some concerns about the ability to control water, and the East Fork of the Stones River is an important source of raw water for our drinking water treatment plant. This structure had the ability during drought conditions and low river flow conditions of eliminating the flow through down to the Walter Hill Dam, and so the city had a concern about the ability to provide the volumes of water that are needed for a growing city. Since that time, we've extended a raw water line to Percy Priest Reservoir. That's given us a lot more stability in our raw water supply.
The dam was nominally intact until about 1991, and then it started to degrade about the time the mill collapsed, and then the debris had to be removed from the river. And then since that time, it has progressively worn away through the power of water power, hydraulic action of the river.
We have done fish surveys, and we found 35 species of fish here, and we've done mussel surveys, but we only found 2 species of mussel here, and we're thinking that if we can remove this dam, mussels have to have fish in order to be able to reproduce, and if mussels and fish can't get together, then that's going to decrease your mussel diversity. So if we can make this a free-flowing stream, again, to where those mussels and those fish can get back together, then hopefully we can specifically increase the mussel diversity here. With the dam there, it's unsafe. And so when people paddle down the stream, they get to the dam, and in situations like this, they can't even see the rebar and the concrete stabilizers, so they could hit them not seeing them. Otherwise, in the summertime, they've got to navigate around, move around, take the boat out and that sort of thing. If we can remove this dam, we'll have 25 miles of free-flowing stream on the East Fork of the Stones. And so that would be a great, recreational opportunity for folks.
We're going to do this in a sequential fashion whereby this approximately 75-foot wide section of dam remnant will be removed 25 feet at a time. And above each 25-foot segment is going to be an inflatable water bladder that's going to keep water off our work area. We'll have a track hoe out here on a gravel pad. It's hard to conceptualize that now, there's so much water, but it'll be much lower level, and we'll have use some of this gravel to build a pad, and with a hoe ram they will break out the concrete and remove it. So our role here is twofold, is to improve the safety of the river and the navigability and the environmental quality.
So what we have seen across the nation is a push to remove some of the dams, especially dams that are not providing useful purpose, to restore the natural flow of the river. That improves the interconnection between the upstream part and the downstream part for fish migration, for recreation, for water sports and fishing, and those are all good things for our community.